Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome today. This is Collanet Africa, and I'm presenting to you a tool that we developed in house. It's called Career Compass, and this Career Compass is a tool that helps you to, understand the career pathways that you can pursue. It also helps you to map your interests and strengths together with competences, with courses that you can pursue to help you turn your potential into tangible asset that can um, build the economy of the country, but also to help you to improve your economic status in terms of building a career, creating impact in the community, etc. So this career compass is available on Collanet Africa, and this is what the interface looks like. But then to get here, you go to the internet and type collanet.africa/career compass. And that could be a mouthful, but then if you just go to Collanet Africa website, this is what the front page looks like right now. And you just scroll here, see? Your grades, your strengths, your future. If you go to this place, you can click this button. It will take you to Career Compass. And these are some of the things that you will get inside there. You scroll down here on how it works. If you click this button, it will still land you on Career Compass. Even if you come down here, all these buttons you see here, this one, or that one, that will still land you on Collanet Africa Career Compass. If you scroll to the bottom here, if you click this button, it will still land you on Career Compass landing page. And this is what it looks like. So it will be checking your account. If you had done some reports, this is what it will look like for you. But then now, that is jumping the gun. Let's go back to the entire process and see what it generates or what it looks like. So here is the landing page. It can be used by different people. I'm going to show you that. If you click this button, this is for people who are preparing for interviews. So if you're not preparing for an interview, then don't click this button. Just come on the landing page and then go straight to get started on the green button down here. So if you click there, then you will select the persona. If you are not a recent graduate of high school or junior school, then you don't click here. But if you're a graduate, you will click here. So because this one adds another layer of exam results, if you did KCSE and you have your result slip, then you can choose here. There is a place you will enter those results. But if you haven't done exam, then you click this button here. If you're a parent and you have either post-exam or pre-exam student, then you click here as a parent or a guardian. And if you're a teacher or a counselor, then you click this button here. So let's say, for instance, we just did our KCSE last year. We have our result slip and we don't know which course suits us best to pursue at the university. So as the candidate, you will just come here and click this post-exam learner because you have your results ready. And then you will consent. And then after consenting, you go straight away into the tool. So the first part here is the part where you select your interest area. This is a short questionnaire. It's a 6-step questionnaire that you will read through and pick your areas of interest. So for the first question, it asks, which of these activities do you enjoy most? Your work is just to click through. So if you enjoy, testing ideas, labs, and things like that, you say, experiment in science. If you enjoy coding, you just, click that. If you enjoy sports, you click that, but you can only click up to three because there is a logic we use at the background to calculate all the interest areas. So if you click another one, it will delete the first that you clicked and then give preference to that. So that will be, that's the logic. You can only pick up to three. And then just click next. Just a matter of clicking things. And which are your strongest natural abilities? If you enjoy numbers, logic, if you're a mathematician, then you can click that. If you, enjoy building things, if you enjoy research, you click on that. Same logic, if you click more than three, it will delete the first one and pick the current one uh, for preference, and then you go next. So it's just a matter of clicking through. Just read which work environment suits you best. If you like working alone, you click here. If you like working with people, you click here. If you just, like exploring your creative side, you click here. If you like working with structures, manuals, guidebooks, and things like that, you just click there. So depending on your personality and how you like to work, just click the one that applies to you. Then click next. Which subjects do you genuinely enjoy? So here you can pick up to four, the subjects that tick your fancy. So let's say, for instance, these students likes computers, they like business and economics, and then they like mathematics, and they also like maybe sciences, or technical, or whatever it is. So instead of that, let's say they like technical and vocational, they like building things. So then the next, what matters to you most in your future career? What do you want to do in your career? Do you want to be helping people? Do you want to, be exploring your creativity and innovation? Do you want financial security? Whatever it is, just pick what you think will be your fancy. So if you like traveling, you can pick that. If you like serving the community, you can pick that. If you like, in the future to be running your business, just click that. Again, you pick up to three here. Then go next. In the next one here, you can see pathways. Um, when you feel really a tough challenge, what do you usually do first? So you can choose one here. So do you break it down into steps, into little steps to do it? Do you research and gather more information? Do you ask help? Do you push through with your energy until you reach the end? Again, pick whatever is your preference here. So, and then now you can see, click here to see your pathways. So for this student, according to the interest areas they have selected, they are 83% leaned towards STEM. This is their best match. And then 33% on stage-based vocational, and then 17% on arts and sports science. They like to play soccer or something like that. So they have that is, so it shows you from this rank alone, you can see that the student is, biased for STEM. This is what they can do. But then if you click here, it can give you more information on the tracks they can follow. They can follow pure science, applied sciences, or technical studies. And these are some of the sample careers they can pursue, and these are some of the subjects they will have to do and understand. You can check for all these. So without controversy, this student is a STEM student. So yes, they can go ahead with confidence to pick a STEM pathway to follow. And then they can now go to explore their courses or careers. So we just said they finished their KCSE. So for grade 10 learners who are currently choosing their pathways, you can click here and then you will click KJCR and then you will populate the scores that you had. But then for KCSE students, you'll pick the KCSE, and then maybe this student scored an A minus, and the student wants to do engineering. So they will just come here and pick their domain as engineering. So that's what they will do. And to get the courses, the university courses, they will be doing, these are the core cluster subjects that must be considered for the cutoff consideration. So the student will now come down here and start adding their grades. You will see your cluster points calculate in real time. So let's say they scored an A in mathematics. You can already see the cluster is 13.35 because we selected aggregate as A minus. So it uses the formula here to calculate the cluster points for the student. Then in physics, let's also say they scored an A, and then in chemistry, here they scored maybe a B plus, and then in biology they scored an A minus, and then English they scored a B plane, Kiswahili they scored um, a B plus, and another subject, maybe the student was doing computer studies, and in computer studies they scored an A. They loved coding, and maybe another humanity subject. They were doing geography, um, and in geography they scored an A minus. So when you come back here, you can already see this student has like 45 aggregate points out of 48. This is an A student actually, so their aggregate, well, their aggregate was actually supposed to be A. So yeah, so that is what the student has scored. This is what the aggregate is. So you can compare this with the cluster cutoff points on the COOPS portal, so that you can know which university to go to and which engineering subject to consider. Um, by the way, if you are looking for engineering subject, you can click the blogs here. Let me just segue there for a second. Uh, in blogs, you will see some of the courses that are offered there. So you can check engineering subjects are here, and it will show you. So for instance, if the student is doing civil engineering, so they can go to civil engineering and they will see all the engineering courses under civil and which universities offer them and which aggregate points uh, they need to qualify for that course. Yes, so let's go back to the portal, the career compass. So this student, the cluster points are already there, 45.28 over 48. That is very, very highly competitive. This student can do whatever course they like. Then now you can go to the strengths assessment. In strengths assessment, it's a series of questions. It's self-closing, so it's timed, and there is no right or wrong answer. You just click what comes to your mind immediately. You don't have to think about it. It's just a matter of intuition. Like if you read, they ask you a question, and then whatever the answer you feel is correct to you, like what applies to you, that is what you choose. So there are 35 questions. Each question is 15 seconds. You have 15 seconds to read and select what you think applies to you correctly. But then the longer questions, you'll have up to 25 seconds to finish reading through and selecting. So let's say we are this student and we want to know what our strengths are. Are we good at executing? Are we good at influencing? Are we good at relationship building or strategic thinking? Those four main domain areas. And these are soft skills now. So let's begin our assessment. The first question asks, I feel strong need to accomplish something tangible every single day. So maybe this student is very highly driven and this is their reality. So they will just strongly agree with that. And then the second question is, I like to have a clear plan and schedule before starting a project. They're organized, so they strongly agree with that. I can easily filter out distraction and stay on track towards my main goal. Maybe not much. They can disagree because they like playing as well, so they can get distracted. When I commit to something, I feel personally accountable to deliver it. Yeah, they. And then I enjoy figuring out what is wrong and solving problems others have given up on. Yeah, we could agree on that. When there is a complex task, I enjoy organizing all the parts for best results. Yeah. When you have a big project, what describes you best? Break it into tasks and push until every task is done. Focus on the most important parts first. Work steadily, but take breaks when needed. Find it hard to stay consistent over a long period. So let's say this student is organized and they like to, put break it down into small tasks. I naturally express ideas in a way that captures people's attention. Um, Somehow, yeah. Then I am comfortable taking control of the situation and making decisions when needed. Mhm. Comparing my performance with others motivate me. This is a very competitive student, so yeah, I would rather take something from good to excellent than fix something broken. Ish. So could be neutral. I enjoy meeting strangers and can usually find common ground with almost anyone. Not very much. Um, Once a decision is made, I like to act on it uh, right away rather than planning longer. Somehow, to some extent, but not very much. Um, in a group that is undecided, you typically step up, play options, clear push for decision, share my opinion, but respect group's final choice, wait for consensus before committing, support whoever takes the lead. This is a very competitive student once again, so they like taking lead. So I can sense how someone is feeling even before they say a word. Not very much. I'm not an intuition person. I love seeing signs of progress and growth in the people that I coach or mentor. Strongly agree. I try to find areas of agreement rather than dwelling on disagreements. Agree. I notice when someone is left out and make an effort to bring them into the group. Yeah. I prefer a small circle over very deep friendships over many casual acquaintances. Yeah, I don't like people who drain my energy, so I strongly agree to that. I usually find the silver lining in difficult situation and keep others motivated. Not very much. Being too positive is really draining, so I disagree. A classmate is visibly struggling during exam question. You stop to check in. That is not your work. That is the work of the supervisor. So I will not do that. Offer a few words of encouragement and move on. Yeah, maybe. Share resources. Not really. Focus on my own preparation. I can just share a few words and then I move on. I need data and evidence before I feel confident about conclusion. Yes, you have to convince me with evidence. So I strongly agree. The process of learning excites me as much as the knowledge I end up gaining. Yep. I often find myself imagining what the future could look like and inspiring others with that vision. Yes. When faced with a problem, I quickly spot the best route through complexity. Uh, not really. Let me, that is ish. I love connecting concepts that seem completely unrelated to generate new ideas. Yes, I can see how grass and protein relate. So, yes. I collect information, resources, and ideas compulsively. You never know when. I used to do that, but not very much. It's draining. So, agree. When planning a long term goal, you are most likely to map out multiple paths and rank them by likelihood of success. Research thoroughly before settling on one. Follow a path that someone successful has already used. Take it a step and figure it out as I go. Yeah, so one day at a time. I want my work to matter and be recognized as significant and impactful. I agree to a big extent. I enjoy spending time alone thinking deep about topics that fascinate me. I strongly agree to that. I believe strongly in treating everyone by the same rules. Fairness matters greatly to me. Sometimes fairness is an us, so doesn't really work much. Uh, I believe every event happens for a reason and that all people are connected in some way. Yeah, people are connected. Great. With one free afternoon, you're most likely to read, research, explore topic fascinates you, tackle a project or a task that you've been meaning to complete, connect with people, call a friend, work on a project. Just work on a project. Which statement fits you best? I define clear goals and will not rest until I can reach them. I motivate others and bring energy to a group I join. I make every person I interact with feel genuinely valued. Yeah. Others would mostly describe you as confident, persuasive, natural at leading conversations, reliable, diligent, always follow through, warm, caring. Mm, They could say yeah, yeah, there. So this is what, according to the the test that we have just done, this is what the candidate's profile looks like. Yeah. So this is the matched courses that the candidate can do, and it gives them, like, full details on all the information that they need to have. So let's see the strengths analysis. This person, the top strength is executing. This is an executor. They can pursue careers that will lead to project management, engineering, surgeon, military, accountant, operations manager, software developer, architect, and all that. And this is, it even gives you the study tips on how to, position yourself to excel in this field. So that is the top skill, matched at 82%. And then strategic thinking, this is an analyst, matched at 80%. And these are some of the career choices that you can land in. And this is how to position yourself strategically. 76% influencing, and another 76% in relationship building. And these are some of the courses that you can pursue. But then, as you can see, the tool or the software that we are using here helps you to analyze and find the most appropriate pathway for your action. And then the interest profile. This shows you the areas of interest for this student. Science and technology is leading, followed by technical and practical, and then arts, and then people and society. That will come down there at just one point. So you have the discipline to get through a demanding STEM program. This is according to the analysis of the information that you've added inside the tool. So these are some of the careers that you can pursue. But it doesn't just end by showing you the careers that you can pursue. It also shows you your COOPs, cluster points, and the university selection, what you qualify for, what your cluster points are, how you've performed in the core subjects for that specific domain. Remember, this student selected engineering. So this is what the student can see. And then we have AI powered career advisory. So this one, it's collates all the information that you have fed here, and then it gives you an advisory according to your personality type, the strengths that you've added, and also the the areas of strength, the top strength areas. And these are some of the engineering subjects that this courses that this student can apply for, and you'll qualify because you can see the cluster points are very high. And so you can read about personal summary about the student, what you've scored, how your discipline areas, your areas of strength, your areas of interest, and then it just gives you a summary information about your strengths, about what matches you, the universities that you can go to, um, alternative pathways if you don't want to follow what is advised there, or if it doesn't feel like that's what you really want to do, and your academic readiness, all this personality, all this information. And that doesn't really end there. You go through to the courses that you can pursue at the university. So your number one course here is Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. The degree will take 5 years at the University of Nairobi. This is how you match 100% academic, you qualify. Personality 81%, interest 80%, and market opportunities 40%. These are some of the, you can study to become a civil engineer, structural engineer, construction manager. It's a very high course, expensive course to pursue. But then this is even more information about uh, the course that you will select out of this. So, in overall, this is what we have just talked about. And then the requirements to pursue this course, you will see the requirements, you've met them. The careers that you can pursue, they are here, and the universities where you can pursue these courses. So the University of Nairobi, this is their cutoff point at 43. This was for 2023 at 43.46. The candidate has 45 now, so that's a piece of cake for them. Uh, yeah, the candidate has 45.28. So at 43, they qualify for that course, whether it's at the University of Nairobi, JKUAT, Kenyatta, all these universities, you can pursue those degrees. And this is not all. This is just for civil engineering. So these are some of the universities. If you want to check it out at the University of Nairobi, just click this link. You'll go to the University of Nairobi website. Same to JKUAT, same to Kenyatta, same to TUK, same to Dedan Kimathi, and all. So for 2026, make sure that you compare the current cutoff point for that specific course. This one uses the data that was available at the time of developing this tool. And yeah, that's what we have there. If civil engineering is not your thing, there is another course. So there's a second course that you can pursue. Um, yeah, there is a second course. So electrical engineering, you can pursue that. You matched at 86%. Mechanical engineering, you matched at 86%. Those are the top courses in your domain. So top 3 courses in your domain, you can see them there. And then other matches, other courses that you can qualify for. You can do clinical medicine, you can do nursing, um, you can do both diploma and bachelor's level. You can do computer science matched at 89%. You can do IT 89%, education science 89%, agriculture 89%, environmental science. You can see this student has like all these options open in front of them. Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, Data Analysis, Public Health, Medicine and Surgery, Pharmacy, Architecture, Actuarial Science, Medical Laboratory Sciences, clinical medicine. Yeah, all this information. So we give you up to 20 courses that match your profile, your strengths, interest area, and market opportunity, so that you can have, like a full range of courses to choose from just by running this report. Yes. And yeah, so that is in a nutshell how the career compass works. So if you want to go with this information, you just click the download report, and then you will have a PDF. Just click the print button or save as PDF, and you will download your report. You can use it. You can share with your career counselor or your teacher or your parent or whoever it is that is helping to guide you to choose the courses that you want to do. And if you're not logged in, you have up to 7 days to download if you don't clear the browser cookies. But if you clear the cookies, all this information will be lost. So make sure you download before you close the browser. Otherwise, you will lose and you'll have to go through the entire process again, which will be costly for you. Yes. So this is what our career compass looks like, and that is what it does. This is all the information that it gives you. Yes. Yeah. So this is the tool I wanted to share with you this morning. I hope you've enjoyed. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to send us um, those questions. You can go to our contact page right here. The phone numbers are there. You can call, you can send us an email. We'll be happy to open a call with you and help advise you. Or if you are a school and you want to use this tool, please just call us. We can be of help to you as well in helping advise your students in the correct career pathways that they should follow, so that we don't end up with traumatized generations that are doing courses they are not supposed to have done. So yeah, we have more tools like this Career Pathway Explorer. So the Career Pathway Explorer here is a ring that moves from pre-primary school up to the senior school, where we have the three main pathways: the STEM pathway, the social sciences pathway, and the arts and sports pathway as well. So this one is interactive as well. If you click on anything, like if you say this one wants to do pure sciences, so you can see this one even tells you the reports of last year, how many students chose which pathway from the 2025 candidates as they were proceeding to senior school. So yeah, this one also gives you a summary. If you click, then you can see the three sub-pathways under STEM pathway: pure, applied, and technical studies. And if you go to pure sciences, you can see some of the courses you can pursue there, which universities offer them, the careers that they can lead you into, and the social value, like what impact can you create in your society when you pursue these courses. Does that tickle your fancy? Do you feel like this is something that will add value to your life and to your community as well? So yeah, just click there. Same to applied sciences. Some of the sample courses you can pursue. uh, Technical studies, some of the sample courses you can pursue, where you can pursue them. And these are some of the careers, the career opportunities that you can get. If you are confused, you'll click this button here. Each of the pathways have this. So you'll click this and it will still take you back to the career compass. It will still take you back to the career compass that we were sharing earlier. Yeah, this one here. And then you can generate your report, and then you can use that information. So thank you very much for this session. I hope you enjoy, and let's say we touch base sometime in the future? Yes. Thank you.